If you win a $15,000 jackpot, you'll start walking the streets like Shiva, the supreme god of the universe, who can destroy the world with the blink of his third eye. You may even close your eyes to walk proudly in a busy market without fear of tripping over a trader's basket of tomatoes. Well, we all know that money does make people do unimaginable things. Now, imagine what you would do if you had the kind of money Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg does. These CEOs have proven their worth by creating timeless imprints in the world and making tons of money while at it. How did they make so much money? And what are they doing with it? We're diving into the world of the richest and most influential CEOs. And who knows, you'll be inspired to start the world's largest conglomerate. Remember to like and subscribe, and stay tuned to our next video. At number 5 is the extraordinary Apple CEO and billionaire Tim Cook, with a $1.8 billion net worth. Under his watch as the CEO, Apple became the first company to hit the $1 trillion mark with a net worth of $2.4 trillion. That's something to brag about. But before Apple, Cook had already made a name for himself. He worked at IBM, one of the biggest tech companies, for 12 years and then moved to Intelligent Electronics, where he served as Chief Operating Officer of the reseller division. He later became the Vice President of Corporate Materials for Compaq, responsible for managing the company's product inventory. So how does Tim Cook spend his fortune? Tim Cook is involved in philanthropy. Over the years, he has helped countless charity organizations and donated to several causes. During the pandemic, Cook made several donations to charities to help the people struggling to meet ends. He made 2 donations worth $5 million and $2 million to unnamed charities. The CEO intends to leave his entire net worth to charity, except for a tiny fraction to pay for his nephew's tuition. When Cook is not saving the world, he splurges his millions on lavish estates like the La Quintas Madison Club, worth $10.1 million. Number 4. Chad Richison. Richison is the founder of Paycom and has served as the president and CEO since 1999. He earns about $20 million yearly and has stacked his wealth to a net worth of $2.3 billion. Richison may be rich today, but he definitely wasn't born with a silver spoon. Growing up, he ran a hay-hauling business with the help of a Chevy truck. This truck could carry up to 200 bales per run, and each bale paid him 36 cents in revenue. At 16, he was already earning about $700 per week. But he didn't stop there. At 26, he founded Paycom as an online payroll, but later added services like human resource management. Paycom is one of the biggest software in the financial market, worth a net worth of $19 billion. Richison believes that to grow in wealth, you must first develop your mindset. And the brilliant ideas he keeps coming up with are part of what drives his success. As a CEO, he strives for perfection, believing it's not what has been built that matters, but what is left to build. Most of his wealth goes into philanthropy. Number 3. Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg definitely deserves a spot on our list. Why not? He owns the largest social media platform, Facebook. Mark also co-founded in the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, a company using technology to solve the world's toughest problems, like diseases and failed criminal justice systems. Mark Zuckerberg developed an interest in computers at a tender age. At age 12, he used Atari Basic to create a messaging program called ZuckNet, a messaging tool that helped his family to reach someone without yelling across the room. While in school, he created software called CourseMatch. With this software, students could choose their classes based on the other students' course selections. His passion pushed him to create another software called FaceMash. This program helped the students in his school to compare the pictures of 2 students, then vote for the more attractive person. Such a genius. At one point, Mark didn't see the need for school, so he dropped out to focus on building his brand. He founded Facebook in 2004 and has plans to turn Facebook into a metaverse, an iteration of the internet that will connect humans in a 3D virtual space. Let's not forget he's worth $40 billion. Mark is one of the most down-to-earth billionaires. He doesn't flaunt his wealth with flashy cars or expensive watches. He is big on philanthropy. He is a member of the Giving Pledge and spends most of his money on charity. Mark may not wear the biggest ice on his neck, but he's extraordinarily generous with buying properties. In May 2011, he bought a 5,000 square foot home in Palo Alto for $7 million. The next year, he began buying the properties surrounding his home, spending more than $30 million to acquire 4 homes, with plans to level them and rebuild. In one of his more lavish purchases, the billionaire added 2 properties on the island of Kauai to his real estate portfolio, spending $100 million on 2 properties. Number 2. Bernard Arnault. You've seen his art on the runway, and the biggest players in Hollywood rock his art, but not a lot of people know the man behind one of the biggest fashion labels, Louis Vuitton. Bernard Arnault is the CEO of a French luxury conglomerate, Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy. With a $159 billion net worth, Bernard is here for all the luxury life offers. You'd never see him on a road trip because he flies by private jet. He also owns a beautiful vacation villa in Saint-Tropez on the French Riviera and a lovely yacht that screams luxury from all angles. Bernard Arnault's dream has always been to own the most significant luxury company in the world. He began his professional career that year as an engineer with the Fauré-Savinel Construction Company and was promoted to various executive management positions before becoming chairman in 1978. In 1989, Bernard became the majority shareholder of LVMH Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton and had acquired various luxury brands since then. In 2003, this billionaire bought the Italian company Fendi, a French department store that stands out in class, for $850 million. In 2010, he acquired La Samaritaine, an Italian jewelry brand, for $835 million. In 1984, Bernard Arnault acquired a retailing fashion and manufacturing company known as Agache-Huidobussac for $15 million and has, over time, continued to acquire luxury brands to live up to his dreams and expectations. Bernard didn't stop there. In 2011, he made another investment in Bulgari, an Italian luxury jewelry house. Speaking of luxury, Bernard has spent $96 million on properties in Los Angeles and doesn't live in those properties. His house in Paris is one of the places you'd be thrilled to enter if you got the chance. It's more than a mansion, it's heaven on earth. Number 1. Elon Musk. Musk is not only the richest CEO, but also the richest man globally, with a net worth of $189.4 billion. You can say that Elon Musk is the most influential CEO, and you wouldn't be wrong. Elon Musk, like Mark, displayed his interest in tech at 12 when he created his first computer game, Blastar. In 1995, he founded Zip2, a content hosting platform that he sold for $307 million. Even with all of these wins, Musk wasn't satisfied. In 2002, he founded Space Exploration Technologies, SpaceX. Over the years, SpaceX has generated millions of dollars, running with a net worth of $127 billion, and the CEO plans to send humans to Mars by 2030. In 2004, Musk became one of the biggest investors in Tesla, an electric car company, and rose to the CEO position in 2008. Currently, Tesla is worth $532 billion. More recently, he acquired Twitter for $44 billion, and the spending spree continues. Musk is also the co-founder of Neuralink OpenAI and president of the Musk Foundation. Musk doesn't spend his billions on lavish vacations or expensive yachts. Instead, the entrepreneur spends most of his time at the office or in factories, retreating to one of his 4 Los Angeles mansions at the end of the day. The CEO owns more than $70 million in residential property in Los Angeles' Bel Air neighborhood. His 5th and most recent property purchase, a $24 million unfinished mansion. He spent $920,000 at an auction in 2013 for the Lotus Esprit submersible vehicle used in a James Bond film. He has 2 gas-powered automobiles in addition to Teslas, a Ford Model T and a Jaguar E-Type Series 1 Roadster. Musk signed the Giving Pledge in 2012, promising to donate the bulk of his wealth over his lifetime. He has also donated significantly to causes he cares about, including a $10 million grant to the Future of Life Institute to regulate artificial intelligence. It may sound like Elon Musk is trying to buy the world, but he's only a genius who loves creating solutions to mankind's problems while making billions. You have to give it to him. He deserves all he has. These men are not just successful or wealthy, but give back to humanity. None is slowing down, and they may have plans for even bigger investments. We only wish them well and hope they don't buy the world someday and send us all packing.